Well, it's time now for a quick take by the numbers where we let the data tell the story. Today's number, $36.2 billion. Elon Musk's net worth rose by $36.2 billion just yesterday after Bloomberg News reported that Hertz would buy 100,000 Teslas to start electrifying the car rental market. Elon Musk's soaring net worth now makes him more valuable than Exxon and the GDP of the entire country of Finland. According to the Bloomberg Billionaires Index, the wealth of the world's richest person jumped to more than $288 billion. 2021 has been a massive year for Musk. He's added $118 billion to his net worth in just 10 months. Yesterday, Tesla was the fifth U.S. company to cross $1 trillion in market capitalization. We should note that his daily net worth will continue to fluctuate and move as markets are open currently and Tesla stock is moving. I'm joined right now by Quick Take's Alex Webb, also Bloomberg wealth reporter Anders Mellon. Anders, I want to start with you. How can one headline move someone's net worth by $36 billion in just one day?
Well, it's really a function of the fact that people keep pouring more and more and more money into Tesla without seeming there to be any stop. And the fact that Musk owns somewhere between 20 and 25% of this company. It just, whenever people put money into Tesla, Musk gets richer.
Alex, come on in here because it's not just about Tesla. Elon Musk has a large share of SpaceX, his privately held space company. So break down the wealth that Elon Musk has. How much is in Tesla and how much is in SpaceX and even the Boring Company, which is a tiny portion?
Yeah, the overwhelming majority is clearly in Tesla. I think about 40 billion of his wealth stems from his stake in SpaceX. And of course, the nature of being invested and having a big share in any big company is that if, Tesla has $1 trillion market share, that means that a 1% move in the share price is actually a 10 billion increase to your net worth. So the tiniest movements have outsized impact on the way that we value his wealth, and that Anders and his team also value that wealth. So it does mean that if Tesla endures a slightly rockier day tomorrow, it could and loses, say, 5%. It's unlikely, but it's always possible. Then he loses 50 billion in net worth, and that's the value of 2 Deutsche Banks. So at this stage, given it is sort of notional wealth, the numbers just at times become almost hard to compute.
They are hard to compute because they're so large. And even though, Anders, Elon Musk's pay is even outsized compared to other billionaires, even outsized his wealth is compared to Jeff Bezos, who's the second most wealthy person in the world. Outsized pay for corporate executives, especially in the United States, that's something that we're seeing more and more of, something that your team has reported a lot on. We're seeing executives regularly make in the hundreds of millions of dollars in a single year. Why is that happening?
So it's become an increasingly growing trend, and experts that I've talked to say that a lot of it stems back to Elon Musk.
Really?
3 years ago, he received a really large pay package, which was effectively a moonshot bet on Tesla, saying that if Tesla increases by more than tenfold in size and profitability, then I'm going to get stock options worth somewhere around 55 billion. People at the time kind of laughed at this and said, of course, this is something that Elon Musk would do. But Tesla fans thought, that this is a sign where things are headed. And a lot of executives are now seeing that this is panning out really well for Musk. He's becoming very wealthy as a result of it and want sort of copycat awards, and more of those are being created.